What happens inside your body after you drink alcohol? At first, you might feel relaxed. You may become more talkative. You may laugh more. And for a moment, you might feel like alcohol is helping you unwind. But inside your body, something very different is happening. Your brain is being affected. Your liver is working harder. Your blood vessels are changing. Your sleep is being disrupted. And with repeated drinking, the effects can reach almost every major organ in your body. So today, let's take a journey through your body and uncover what alcohol really does, from the first sip to long-term drinking. This is Med Unlocked. When you drink alcohol, it doesn't need to be completely digested like food. Alcohol is rapidly absorbed through your stomach, and especially your small intestine. It then enters your bloodstream, and because blood circulates throughout your body, alcohol can reach your brain within minutes. That's when you begin to notice changes. You might feel more relaxed. You might become less inhibited. Your reaction time may slow down. Your judgment can become impaired. And as the amount of alcohol in your blood increases, coordination, speech, memory, and consciousness can become increasingly affected. But here's something important. Feeling more relaxed doesn't mean your brain is functioning better. Alcohol is actually changing the way your brain communicates. Your brain relies on a delicate balance between signals that increase activity and signals that slow activity down. Alcohol shifts that balance. It enhances inhibitory signaling and reduces excitatory signaling in the brain. In simple terms, your brain becomes slower. That's why alcohol can affect reaction time, coordination, judgment, attention, memory, decision making. And that's also why driving after drinking is so dangerous. You may think you're still in control, but your brain may already be processing information more slowly than you realize. At higher levels of intoxication, alcohol can cause confusion, vomiting, loss of consciousness, and potentially life-threatening suppression of breathing. And there's another effect many people don't realize. Alcohol can interfere with memory formation. That's why a person can drink heavily and later have little or no memory of what happened. That's commonly known as a blackout. This is where things get interesting. Alcohol can affect brain pathways involved in reward and pleasure. You may temporarily feel less anxious, more confident, or more socially comfortable. And because your brain remembers rewarding experiences, repeated drinking can reinforce the desire to drink again. Over time, some people develop tolerance. That means they need more alcohol to produce effects they previously experienced with smaller amounts. And that's one reason drinking can gradually become more difficult to control. Your liver is one of the major organs responsible for breaking down alcohol, and this is where one of the biggest misconceptions about alcohol begins. Your liver doesn't simply make alcohol disappear, it has to chemically process it. Alcohol is first converted into acetaldehyd, and acetaldehyd is highly reactive and toxic. Your body then converts acetaldehyd into acetate, which can eventually be broken down and used in normal metabolism. But here's the problem. Your liver can only process alcohol at a limited rate. Drinking large amounts in a short period can overwhelm normal processing capacity. And while your liver is busy processing alcohol, other metabolic processes can be affected. Repeated heavy alcohol exposure can cause fat to accumulate in the liver. This is called fatty liver. And here's what makes it dangerous. Fatty liver may cause few or no obvious symptoms. Someone can feel completely normal while changes are already occurring inside the liver. Continued heavy drinking can lead to alcohol-associated hepatitis, where the liver becomes inflamed. And over many years, repeated injury can result in scarring. That scarring is called fibrosis. When advanced scarring disrupts the normal structure and function of the liver, it can progress to cirrhosis. And cirrhosis can lead to serious complications, including liver failure and liver cancer. So the liver doesn't necessarily give you an early warning signal. Sometimes, significant damage can develop before symptoms become obvious. Here's another connection many people overlook. Alcohol provides calories. And when you're drinking, you're not just consuming alcohol. You may also be consuming sugary mixers, beer, wine, or calorie-dense foods that often accompany drinking. Alcohol can therefore contribute significantly to total calorie intake. For some people, frequent drinking can contribute to weight gain and increased abdominal fat. And excess abdominal fat is associated with metabolic problems, including insulin resistance. So if you're trying to improve your metabolic health, alcohol deserves attention. Not because every drink automatically causes belly fat, but because regular excess intake can make maintaining a healthy weight and metabolism harder. This part is especially important. The liver plays a major role in maintaining your blood glucose level between meals. But when the liver is processing alcohol, its normal metabolic priorities change. Heavy drinking, particularly when combined with not eating enough, can interfere with the liver's ability to release glucose into the bloodstream. This can contribute to low blood sugar, especially in people using insulin or certain diabetes medications. On the other hand, alcoholic drinks can contain significant amounts of carbohydrates and calories, which can raise blood glucose. So alcohol doesn't affect blood sugar in just one simple direction. Its effects depend on factors such as what you drink, how much you drink, whether you've eaten, your medications, and your overall metabolic health. You may have heard that alcohol is somehow good for the heart, but don't use that as a reason to start drinking. Alcohol can increase blood pressure, particularly with heavier or frequent consumption. Heavy alcohol use is also associated with abnormal heart rhythms. One example is atrial fibrillation, an irregular heart rhythm that can increase the risk of stroke. Long-term heavy drinking can also weaken the heart muscle, a condition known as alcoholic cardiomyopathy. So although you may feel relaxed after drinking, your cardiovascular system may be experiencing something very different. Here's one of the biggest traps. You drink alcohol, you become sleepy, you fall asleep faster, so you assume, alcohol helps me sleep, but falling asleep faster doesn't necessarily mean getting better sleep. Alcohol can disrupt normal sleep architecture and contribute to fragmented sleep later in the night. It can also worsen snoring and sleep disordered breathing in some people, so you might spend enough hours in bed but still wake up feeling exhausted. That's because sleep duration and sleep quality are not the same thing. Your immune system protects you against infections and helps your body respond to injury, but excessive alcohol consumption can weaken immune defenses. Heavy drinking can interfere with the normal function of immune cells and can impair the body's ability to respond effectively to some infections. That's one reason chronic heavy alcohol use is associated with increased susceptibility to certain infections. In other words, alcohol doesn't only affect the organs you can feel, it can also affect the systems working silently in the background. Your digestive system isn't protected from alcohol either. Alcohol can irritate the lining of the gastrointestinal tract, can contribute to inflammation, and may worsen symptoms in people with certain digestive disorders. Chronic heavy drinking can also affect nutrient absorption and contribute to nutritional deficiencies. And because the gut and immune system are closely connected, disturbances in the gastrointestinal system can have effects far beyond digestion. Now we get to one of the most important facts people often underestimate. Alcohol consumption is associated with an increased risk of several cancers. These include cancers of the mouth, throat, esophagus, liver, colon and rectum, and breast. The risk generally increases with greater alcohol consumption. And here's an important point. Alcohol isn't only dangerous when someone drinks every day. Risk is influenced by the amount and pattern of drinking over time. The less alcohol you drink, the lower your alcohol-related health risks generally are. Your skin may also show the effects. Alcohol can contribute to dehydration and can affect blood vessels, causing temporary flushing in some people. Chronic heavy drinking can also be associated with nutritional problems and liver disease, both of which can affect appearance and overall skin health. But don't fall for the idea that one night of drinking permanently destroys your skin. The bigger concern is repeated heavy alcohol exposure over time. Now here's the encouraging part. Your body has an incredible ability to recover when harmful exposure is reduced or stopped. Reducing alcohol can improve several aspects of health. Sleep may improve, blood pressure may improve, the liver may recover from some forms of alcohol-related injury, particularly when damage has not progressed to irreversible stages. And reducing alcohol also reduces exposure to alcohol-related cancer risk. But there's an important warning. If someone has been drinking heavily for a long time, stopping suddenly can sometimes be dangerous. Alcohol withdrawal can cause tremors, sweating, anxiety, nausea, and insomnia. In severe cases, withdrawal can cause seizures, hallucinations, or delirium tremens. So someone who is physically dependent on alcohol should seek medical advice rather than attempting an abrupt withdrawal alone. This is where we need to be honest. There isn't a magic amount of alcohol that guarantees zero health risk. Alcohol-related risk generally increases as consumption increases, and for some people, avoiding alcohol altogether is the safest choice. That includes people who are pregnant or trying to become pregnant, people who are under the legal drinking age, people with certain medical conditions, people taking medications that interact with alcohol, and anyone who cannot reliably control their drinking. And of course, never drink and drive. So what does alcohol really do to your body? It doesn't simply make you drunk. It affects your brain, your liver, your heart, your blood pressure, your blood sugar, your sleep, your immune system, your digestive system. And with repeated heavy exposure, it can increase the risk of serious diseases, including several cancers. The important thing isn't to panic about one drink. The important thing is understanding dose, frequency, pattern, and your individual risk. Your body is constantly trying to protect you, but it has limits. And sometimes, The biggest health improvement isn't finding another supplement, another detox, or another miracle treatment. Sometimes it's simply removing something that's repeatedly putting your body under stress. If you found this video useful, share it with someone who drinks regularly but may not understand what alcohol is doing inside their body, and subscribe to Med Unlocked for more evidence-based explanations of what's really happening inside your body. Your body is speaking. We're here to translate it. This is Med Unlocked.